Marlon, who is from Ecomed. Marlon, thank you so much for joining me today.
My pleasure. Great to meet you, Chulu.
Marlon, without wasting any time, can you tell us a bit about Ecomed, what you do, how long you've been supplying home oxygen equipment to patients?
Sure. Ecomed is one of South Africa's leading home healthcare providers with a national footprint of 25 branches across the country. So we can reach patients in both the urban and rural settings. So our purpose is to enable patients to receive high quality care in the comfort of their homes. We provide a comprehensive range of services, including home oxygen therapy, CPAP, and ventilation equipment. And we work closely with specialists, hospitals, medical schemes, and nurses to ensure continuity of care after patients have left the hospital. Ecomed has been around for 29 years. We'll be celebrating 30 years next year. I'm the head of the Homecare division. And I work alongside with my colleague Etienne, who runs the capital equipment division. So those are the two very big divisions of Ecomed.
Okay. Thank you for that, Marlon. I think if you can maybe just walk us through what happens once a palliative patient is referred to Ecomed for home oxygen, maybe from that initial contact to the setup at home. Yeah, just walk us through that, how that
All right.
works.
So once we receive the referral, the script from the doctor, then our operational processes kick in. So with palliative care patients, the key is the speed to delivery, because these patients require urgent care. So the referral is reviewed by our case management team, and then the oxygen requirements, the delivery address, and the medical aid arrangements are all checked to make sure everything is on point. And then our patient support team then kicks in. They contact the family, introduce Ecomed, explain the process, answer any questions the family may have, and then we coordinate with the family the most appropriate time to deliver the equipment to the patient. And in parallel, the ops team then kicks in, and they, depending on what the patient requires, they prepare all the equipment, which includes concentrators, cylinders, humidifiers, etc. And then a technician will go out and deliver and install the equipment at the home of the patient. So they do all the safety checks, make sure the electrical components are all good at the home, and then educate the patients in terms of the safe use of the equipment, all the troubleshooting, etc. And then before leaving, they check that the patient is comfortable, the family understands how to use the equipment, and that there's a channel of communication between us and the family should any support be required while the patient is on palliative care. So yeah, quite a complex process, but yeah, something that we train our staff very, very, carefully on to ensure that they deliver the care with compassion. That's what we're really about.
And Marlon, I like the part where you mentioned that you educate the family. With that, I want to maybe know, is there maybe any unique challenges that you have experienced in supplying oxygen for aligned patients during the intensive phase compared to your other settings?
Yeah, the palliative care patients are quite unique in terms of their requirements, because they're not like our traditional chronic care patients because of the urgency of the service delivery. So time to delivery is critical. So, and these patients may deteriorate quite rapidly, so there's no room for delay. We need to mobilize quickly. And then the second point is that their emotional contact is quite different from the average patient. Families are experiencing significant stress, uncertainty, and grief in dealing with the news that this patient is now terminally ill. So while we're delivering the equipment, we also train our people to show a deep sense of compassion and empathy for these patients. And then the third issue to consider is that the patients can deteriorate quite rapidly because of their disease. So the oxygen requirements may change, and we need to be able to adjust and adapt to the patient's care plan so that, we deliver the appropriate care for that patient. So these are
Mm,
all the things we take into consideration for palliative care patients, which is quite unique.
mm. Very unique indeed, Marlon. And I think it ties quite nicely with the last questions I just want to ask from you is that in terms of home oxygen access to the patient's quality of life and dignity, what do you think it means for that patient?
This is a very important question because for many patients on home oxygen, it's not just about improving their saturation. It's about preserving their comfort, their independence, and their dignity. So for us, being able to provide the care with compassion is critical. For these patients, being able to remain at home with their loved ones in comfortable surrounding often provides them with a huge emotional and psychological benefit, which we're quite cognizant of. So home oxygen can help relieve stress, for these patients, allow them to breathe easily and to allow the patients to spend quality time with families instead of, managing these patients in the hospital. So,
Mm,
we put a lot of care and effort into ensuring that our staff are well trained to be able to deal with, the unique situation that palliative care patients are dealing with and to respond with that compassion and care that we expect from them.
mm. No, thank you so much for that, Marlon. And thank you and Ecomed for all the support you've been giving our patients, our beloved, and to 30 more years of great work that you do on the ground, Marlon and Ecomed. Thank you very
No,
much.
thank you very much for the invitation. It's been great chatting with you.
Likewise. And that's today our episode. Thank you.